Oh no! Oh no! Anyways, Ohio charged us like a couple bucks for the toll fee, and we were up 1 quarter short.
So we had $1.75 American, and then we had like 1 quarter that was Canadian. And we tried to give it to them. They said, "Sir, we can't accept that Canadian quarter." Yeah. I'm like, "It's why? It's the same. You put it in your vending machine, you'll still get the gumball. You know, it's actually worth more right now. Like I'm giving you more money."
So they wouldn't accept our Canadian quarter. They wouldn't accept our like debit card or Visa or anything.
Nothing.
And so they made us like go into a special area to write up all our license and mail us a bill for like $10. So we were so angry at Ohio.
Yes.
Just that.
We will never drive through Ohio again.
Except we have to.
Do we?
Yeah, to see our American family.
Oh boy.
Anyways, otherwise Ohio was quite nice, but the border patrol. And for some reason I always get pulled over at the border. I'm like very suspicious looking apparently. Like I don't pull up, I'm not like I'm very much like, hey, you know, we're going to Detroit to go shopping. And they're always like, pull over. I'm like,
The inspector car.
Inspector car. It's like I'm always like the suspicious one.
Racial profiling is
Pink and blonde haired people.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the air conditioner went off, by the way.
Yes,
I just suddenly got like roasty.
Likewise.
Yeah. So how's everyone liking the program so far?
So you would recommend it then? Because like we've had other people that have come to Korea through different programs and they really hated it.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
Yeah?
They gave us money.
They actually pay us.
That's awesome.
That is really cool. So it's well organized as well, and you're actually learning something.
Decently organized. There's been a lot of like, I mean, it's been a free
So you guys all came down on the same airplane, or
Yeah.
was it your first time meeting? You guys just all show up at the airport? Okay. In New York?
Yeah.
The only one that's like, oh, we're here. Okay. Very cool. See, I really regret not doing something like that because I was like a super otaku, like from like childhood birth. Me too. I grew up with like a neighbor who was half Japanese, half Korean, and I didn't know she was half Korean until she was older because the family kept it a secret because they didn't want to be like at the time like the Japanese Korean community was still like uncomfortable with each other in Toronto, so they had to choose when they came to Canada. Are we Korean or are we Japanese? Sucks, right? Anyways, now they're able to say like
Fully open.
but originally she was just Japanese, and I grew up with her from when I was 3 years old. Her name is Mickey. Mickey's so sweet, and I like became obsessed with Japan because like I ate with chopsticks, and like my mom and dad taught me like ways to make tea properly, and like all this like I walked in the house and it was like I felt like in this like magical place, and I read all the mangas backwards and I couldn't understand anything and stuff. So I saw the pretty pictures. Yeah, I became in love with anime characters. Yeah. But anyway, so then I became like totally crazy for it. And then I never thought I'd ever go. But then somewhere along the way, I was like, let's go to Korea.
Well, I know I like Korea because I taught Korean students in Toronto for a couple of years, and they were awesome. So.
But see, I really wanted to do like an exchange program, university exchange, or like this kind of scholarship program. There was nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing available.
Nothing available. And you also had the grade score as well. She was really a big nerd in high school, like 94 average, something like that. I got through with a 60.
But then you changed schools.
Yes. I grew up playing basketball my entire life. I was sure that I was going to go to the NBA. I had the hype for it.
You gotta just wait a second. It was so ghetto. He had cornrows.
I had one pant leg rolled up growing up.
We never would have ever dated.
I was so gangsta. And when I realized that I was never going to make it to the NBA, I'm like, hey, I should probably start reading books. I went to university. I did good. Yay.
The last year of this high school, we actually did 5 years of high school. I know, it's horrible.
They had grade 13, they called it OAC, but they got rid of it since then
like
because they realized it's a waste. Yeah.
4 years. But anyways. Yeah, but so Simon ended up like in his last year realizing like, crap, I'm not going to do anything with my life.
I'm going to be a bum.
Schools and acted like a total dweeb. Like he went from like hip-hop gangster style for 4 years and then changed to a new school and then just ignored everyone, didn't play basketball and just studied. Isn't that unfair? I like was, studied so hard for 5 years.
There's a loophole in the Canadian education system. The only grade that matters is your last grade. So my overall high school average is like a low 60, but for my last year of high school I had like an 85. And then that just got me in university.
Unfair.
I know.
The same university as me.
I know.
Anyways.
Yay. Exploiting the system.
I think they changed it since then.
I think they might have.
Because they're looking for now, like, you know, like a well-rounded person who has like you guys now have amazing stuff on your resumes, like, you know, going overseas, and people are going to be like, wow, these guys are amazing, and hire you right away.
There's something for national security.
Yeah, that's scary. Security program is so security. Can you guys tell me the name of the program again?
National Security Language Initiative for you.
Okay, you have to say it one more time in like robot voices. Security Language Initiative for you.
We actually we're really excited because in September somebody's coming to the U.S. Army base and he really wants to meet us. And he says he's working for the Secret Services Department. And he says he can't tell us any more over email, which he could just be lying about it to sucker us into meeting him. But I totally want to meet this guy now because I want to find out what these secrets are.
They want you to be spies.
Yes.
Yeah, can you imagine? Entering the K-pop system. Mission, meet Big Bang. Simon gets shoved down and I'm like, I'm good.
We already met Big Bang.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, didn't you see our IO? We went to Jeju and we like totally snuck backstage. And it's a special, like, they're trying to make Jeju voted another one.
7 Wonders of the World, yeah. Back in April?
April 30th.
So,
There you go.
So that's where we did our UKISS interview for a bit, and we spoke with Amber and Lizzie.
We met a lot of people.
Yeah. Spoke with G-Dragon on camera. Top didn't want to speak on camera.
Top was so, like, I'm so sad. But Big Bang was so, like, I don't know, okay, most of the people there were SM label, and they were the only YG label, and so I've never seen the SM and YG in action. I've only seen them like separate, right? Because YG doesn't do any of those like shows. Like SM will do like Star King or like, you know, all those like funny shows.
But YG refuses to do all variety shows. They want to be viewed as artists, and as very serious. They take themselves seriously.
Which I think they're more of an artist feel. Yeah. Right? Like writing their own stuff. But so when they came in like these like little cars, and everyone else came in like buses. And like got off the buses.
Girls' Generation were in like a Hop-on bus. Girls were in a Hop-on bus.
Yeah. And so Big Bang came and they were so serious, except for Taeyong, who seemed to have like dancing spins.
Yes.
Taeyong was like dancing around like by himself.
Well, like when Big Bang pulled up, like everyone had their own tent. They actually tried to drive into the tent because they didn't want to be seen outside mingling with people.
But we were in like the backstage area where no phones were allowed. But anyway, we ninja'd our way back.
Yes, we did.
We can tell you guys the story. It's actually really funny. We went to Jeju because of Jeju newspaper there, the Jeju Weekly that is run by like a foreign guy, and he like flew us in to do an interview for Jeju. And we're like, this is awesome. Like I guess I could put it in my schedule. I'm like, Jeju.
Free plane ticket and free flight and access backstage. So yeah, we'll do that.
So he tried to get us like backstage access, but it failed because we weren't with at the time. So then Simon and I are like, all right, it's time to play the foreign card, in which we don't know what you're saying, but we continue to insist that we should go back. Weigokin media juseyo. Yeah, like every word, and so we brought like our printout of like our stats of each kimchi and stuff like that, and just be very serious. And so they finally let us in, just to the stadium. Okay, so we went to the stadium and we're like, and it's like nothing. It's just fans sitting around. And we're like, this is dumb. Like we need to get backstage side. We need to get a video for like everyone to see backstage. So I said to the girl, I'm like, I really want to take a video of the tent
atmosphere.
I said, I don't want the K-pop celebrities.
We don't want any performances.
I know about them. I know. I'm like, I don't know anything about them. I just want like the signs on the tents that say like Big Bang, like UKISS. And she's like, okay. She's like, but you only have 5 minutes. I'm like, no problem.
Oh, sure, no problem.
So we went with her and we like took our time. We're like focusing and like fumbling.
Like Chakamanyo. We already had like the footage all perfectly done.
You know, we were like taking our time. So slowly she starts talking to someone else. And then there was only one media person allowed backstage, which was SBS, who was running it. And they allowed 2 girls who were flown in from the Korean government, from China, and from Singapore maybe?
I don't know.
Anyways, they were like the only foreign press allowed. So we just shuffled into the group of like people.
We just had a camera
like shuffled in and like joined in. And they're like, oh hey, where are you guys from? We're like, oh, we're from Seoul. You know? So they would go into a tent, so we just
follow them.
Just follow them in. We just acted like there was nothing that we were doing wrong.
Because the thing is like our camera doesn't look like a video camera.
It's just a picture.
It's like a DSLR. So we just had it on record and we're just like walking in with it and like, oh. And then eventually they say, oh, you're not supposed to be like, oh, sorry. And we like walk